this is a coconut with really thick jelly, and the jelly's really hard. And so today we're gonna make coconut milk with this. So it's gonna be just a couple of steps. You're just gonna take the jelly out, pour hot water over it, and blend it up. And then after that, you're just gonna strain it out. Or what I'll do today is, because I have a juicer, I'm gonna run it through my juicer. And then after that, I'm gonna run it through a nut milk bag so it's super, super smooth. So you don't have to do that if you don't have a juicer. You could just strain it with a sieve or with a nut milk bag or a cheesecloth, whatever you have available. Okay, yeah. So step one would be to just, well, crack the coconut open and then take the jelly out. So it might be really hard, so be careful. When the jelly's soft, it's easier to take out. So what you're gonna have to do, what my parents taught me to do, is just take like a knife and make grid lines on it, and then that way it's easy to scoop out. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. What I have here is the empty coconut shell. So I spooned out the coconut jelly and I put it in the blender. So this gave me about 3 cups of jelly. And as you can see, the jelly is really thick and it's hard. And so that means this is ideal for making coconut milk. So you could use also shredded coconut or coconut flakes that you could find in the grocery store to make coconut milk as well. But I just have a preference to use fresh coconut milk just because it's really fresh and I just like that taste. So I'm adding 2 to 3 cups of coconut jelly. I'm gonna add about 6 cups of water. So 5 to 6 should be fine. Now that we got the water in there, I'll just grab the cap and pop it on and leave it a little bit open so it's a venting because it's hot water, right? And so we'll just let it steep for maybe 10 or 15 minutes around. You don't have to let it steep, but if you let it steep, it will like bring out all the flavor and you will taste, well, I taste the difference. It's been around 10 minutes. I'm just gonna tighten the lid so nothing goes flying anywhere. And I'm gonna turn it on and blend it on high speed for about a minute. Hey, hi. My dog is obsessed with coconut. You want coconut? You want it? Here, come on. You could have that. You want that piece? There you go. He's obsessed. Okay, so I'm just gonna vent it a little after I turn it on, but yeah, so we're just gonna blend it for about a minute and that's it. Now I'm gonna put that through my juicer. So this is my juicer. Everyone say hello to my best friend. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour that into my juicer and it's basically gonna squeeze the pulp out. And after that, I'll have like coconut jelly pulp in here and just the coconut milk in that bin. Right. So look at the pulp that's coming out. It's just getting squeezed. The milk is just getting squeezed out, and the pulp is really dry. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. All right. So the pulp you could use that in cookies or in baking, or you can eat it. I make like crackers for my dog because he loves coconut. So I'll take another step today, and to make really smooth and creamy milk, I'll um, run that through a nut milk bag. So right now I'm boiling my nut milk bag. I'm boiling my nut milk bag so that it's sterilized, and then we're gonna just throw it in the bag and squeeze it out. Okay, so like I said, nut milk bag all sterilized in a big bowl or basin, and you just take that, put it here on top of the basin, and you just pour milk through it. And you just squeeze out what's left. So this is basically like a sieve. So like I said in the beginning, you don't need to use a nut milk bag. You could just use a strainer or a sieve. But what the nut milk bag does is get it really smooth. My juicer, usually it will get it really smooth, but I'm just taking another step today just to make it really like extra smooth. So there's absolutely nothing left in there but liquid milk. So the juicer did a pretty good job, and there's not much like pulp or anything much like left in what the juicer gave me. So yeah, so you see there's still like some pulp that was left even using the juicer. So this will make the milk, like the texture of the milk, really smooth and creamy. When you're drinking it, you wouldn't like feel any grit or anything like that. So it'll be like just regular creamy milk you just buy from the store, like dairy milk or like cow milk. And you can store this in the refrigerator for um, maybe 3, 4 days, possibly up to a week, but I never keep it that long. It's just so good. I use it all up. And you could put this in smoothies. You could use this in cereal and porridge and baking. You could put it in food. Sometimes people make like a creamy curry, or if you want like a creamy cheese sauce for pastas, you could put it in there. Or you could just drink it. Like you could just drink it straight. It's good. It's so creamy. It's like, to me, it's better than cow's milk because I used to drink cow's milk. I used to eat like a lot of cereal and stuff back in the dreary days. But yeah, so I'll probably use this in dinner. Probably gonna make like some kalaloo or something. So I'll put that in my dinner. And my dog is gonna have a little, like a shot glass full because he had enough. So, and then I'll put these in the refrigerator, right? And yeah. So the other thing is to, when you leave it in a refrigerator, the milk fat will separate. So it'll separate and it'll look like, there'll be like a layer of really thick cream on top, and then it'll be like more fluid, liquidy stuff on the bottom. So what I do is I just shake it up, like just shake it up, and then I'll pour it in like a smoothie or in my tea or something like that. So some people, they like to use the cream to make like vegan ice cream, or they'll use just the cream to cook with, and then they'll use the liquid just to drink. And so always remember, the reason we make our own milk at home is because, you know, you could go to the store. I could go to ShopRite right now and get myself some like coconut milk in the carton, right? Like you could do that, I could do that simple, right? But the thing is, you flip it over and you read the ingredients on the back, and it's like it has this preservative and that preservative, and then a filler and something to make it more creamy and something to make it run smooth. And then you look at the expiration date and it's like expired in 3 months. Like what? Like that don't make any sense at all. You know that's not fresh and that's not real food. So this right here, this is real fresh food. And excuse me, Snow. So, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the very handsome man in the background over there. You don't want to get that stuff from ShopRite or Whole Foods or one of those, even one of those fancy health food markets, because you take the carton of coconut milk or the can of coconut milk, which is even worse. It's in a can, right? And you flip it over, and there's like this chemical and that chemical that when you ingest it, it's definitely gonna do harm to your body, right? So you don't want to like put all that stress on your body, right? So this is another way of just loving your body and showing yourself self love, right? You just go to the store, you get some coconuts, you crack it open, you put the jelly in the blender, add some water, blend it up, strain it out, and you good. And you didn't even compromise your health. So guess what? Your body loves you. I hope you guys try this out. It's super delicious, super creamy, and I think personally is better than cow's milk. So definitely try it out and tell me what you think. All right, peace. It's so good. It's so good. Wow, so good, so good.
Yeah.